then the answer would be 2002. That is how you are going to compute. So, you take the ratios exported to produce for every year for only type P scooter, and among these ratios you identify the maximum value, that gives you the corresponding year gives you the answer. So, what is the next question you have here? The percentage of scooters exported to the scooters produced in the year 2002 is least for which scooter? So, again this is a question which has been slightly tilted. Now, you are doing it for only type A for all the years. Now, you take year 2002, in the year 2002 you compute the ratio 2.5 to 4, you compute the ratio 3.5 by 5, 11 by 52, 49 by 5, 2 by 6 into 100. You compute these ratios, multiply the ratio by 100, and whichever is maximum, that is the answer. It corresponds to which scooter, that is what you should identify. Whichever is maximum, is it corresponding to type B, P, Q, R, S, T. So, whichever it is corresponding to, that is the required answer. So, the percentage of scooters exported to the scooters produced in the year 2002 is lowest for which scooter, whichever is having least, the corresponding scooter type scooter will be the answer. Next, what is the difference between total production of Q and S type of scooters? Next question, what is the difference between total production of Q and S type scooters? So, how do you do this? Total production is what he is asking. So, total production means you take down the column totals for Q type and also for S type, and among these he is asking what is the difference between the total production. Just compute the difference and then that gives you the required answer. I hope you have understood and you are able to do the problem. They are all nothing but simple tools that you are applying. You are applying simple tools of ratios, percentages, and you have not even done averages. Maybe now I will take you with an example which gives you about averages. So, all that you will have to remember is read the data that is given in the table very carefully, and as you read the data you better take as many totals as you can, that is row wise totals you make, column wise totals you make quickly, and then you will be able to answer any number of questions that follow on the from the table. So, this is another type of a table I am showing you. Here I will bring about averages and these things. So, this is problem 3. The following table gives the percentage of marks obtained by 7 students in 6 subjects. Study the table and answer the questions below. The number in the subject row gives maximum marks in each subject. So, I will repeat the problem. The following table gives the percentage of marks obtained by 7 students in 6 subjects. Study the table and answer the questions below. The numbers in the subject row gives maximum marks in each subject. So, that is your problem, and this is the table. Once again you have here your different column headings are your subjects and your row headings are the 7 students that you have. okay, and these are your column headings are your subjects. So, in this column heading there is a mark given, this speaks about the maximum mark in each subject. So, I will just give you the column headings, I will read them out. So, you have mathematics, chemistry, physics, geology, history, computer science. Mathematics, chemistry, physics, geology, history, computer science, and the maximum marks are 150, 130, 120, 100, 60, 40. Now, the students' names are, you have some names: Ayush, AYUSH, Aman, AMAN, Sajal, SAJAL, Rohit, ROHIT, Muskan, MUSKAN, Tanvi, TANVI, Tarun, TARUN. So, these are the student names, and now let me read out the column wise the marks obtained by these students. That is, first I am reading out the marks obtained. These are the percentage of marks obtained. You should read the table carefully. The table says, the data says that the following gives the percentage of marks obtained. This is where you will have to be very careful. These are the percentages, not out of 150, these are the percentages, 90%. So, 90, 100, 90, 80, 80, 70, 65. Next, 50, 80, 60, 65, 65, 75, 35. Next, 90, 80, 70, 80, 85, 65, 50. 60, 40, 70, 80, 95, 85, 77. 70, 80, 90, 60, 50, 40, 80. Last, 80, 70, 70, 60, 90, 60, 80. So, these are the percentage of marks obtained by the students in various subjects, and let us see how the questions are. The questions are, what was the aggregate of marks obtained by Sajal in all the 6 subjects? Aggregate, what do you mean by aggregate? It is simply the total. So, the question is asking us, he is asking us to calculate the total marks obtained by Sajal in all the 6 subjects. So, how do you do that? You take the total of all the marks obtained by Sajal, that gives you the aggregate. Then next is, what is the overall percent of Tarun? What is the overall percent of Tarun? How do you do this overall percentage? Each subject he has given, they have given us the percentage. So, add all those, divide by the number of subjects, you would be getting the overall percentage. Next is, what is the average mark in physics? So, he wants us to find out the average mark of all the 7 students in physics. So, take the marks obtained by the students in physics subject, add all those, divide by 7. Why divide by 7? Because you have 7 students, then you would be getting the average marks in physics. So, these are the questions. First one is, what was the aggregate of marks obtained by Sajal in all the 6 subjects? Second is, what is the overall percent of Tarun? What is the average marks in physics? Fourth is, the number of students who obtained 60% or above marks in all the subjects. The number of students who obtained 60% or above marks in all the subjects. In which subject, fifth question, in which subject is the overall subject the best? In which subject is the overall the best? The students have scored maximum marks. So, this is very easy to do this problem. So, quickly let me take you to another kind of a table. Here you look at this table, this is slightly different. You have, these are the students P, Q, R, S, T, and again it is a pairwise analysis. It is a 2 by 2 contingency table we call it, or a frequency bivariate frequency distribution table. This is another kind of a table we can have. So, there are 10 teachers who have rated these students, and then they have rated such that the row represents row score speaks about the grade that the student has obtained in compared to the column. That is, if this is 4, it indicates that P has got 4 grade in more than Q. P has got 8 grades more than R. So, this is how you will have to read the table. So, quickly I will explain. 10 teachers were appointed to test the relative intelligence of 5 students by the method of paired comparison. In testing each of the possible pairs, the students have to indicate clearly which of the 2 was more intelligent. So, the problem here is they will have to identify which of the 2 were more intelligent. So, the results of these tests are summarized and in the form of a frequency table they have entered. So, what is that you should note here is the entry in each cell of the table shows how many teachers state row student is more intelligent than column student. So, this is how. So, these are the column students P, Q, R, S, T, you have that many columns, and these are the row students P, Q, R, S, T. So, quickly P and P there will not be any figure because P and P we do not compare, we compare P and Q, and then 4 teachers have rated that P is more intelligent than Q. That is what the table has to be read. So, your now your intelligence lies in understanding the table. So, this is how you read. This 4 indicates that 4 teachers have graded P is more intelligent than Q. Then again this 8, 6, 2, next row 6, dash, 7, 9, 10, next row 2, 3, dash, 3, 8, next is 4, 1, 7, dash, 5, and the last is 8, 0, 2, 5. So, this is how you will have to write the table, and from this table you will have to now answer the series of questions that would follow. First question is, which of the following statements is almost nearly correct? A, the student P and Q are equally intelligent. The students P and Q are equally intelligent. There was perfect agreement among the 10 teachers. There was perfect agreement among the 10 teachers.